A320neo, flying this time again under the EasyJet Europe flag, Alpine 43 Tango Golf from Catania in Sicily to Nice in France. Just coming now below 10,000 feet, and we've programmed the RNAV Delta approach, runway 22 left or right, depending on what we feel like doing. Now, I'm just looking at where we've got ahead. This is probably where the approach path is, so I think the airport's there. And we're basically now descending down on a nicely calculated, finally, approach to aim at FN22D at 3,000 feet. I'm going to, that's the deceleration point, so at that point there the aircraft's going to start descending, start asking for the approach configuration, but I might ask for it a little bit earlier than that. We can see one traffic here, he looks like he's making final for runway 04, but given that the wind is 2004 knots, I think runway 22 is of course preferable, because even the slightest wind makes that more fun. So we're now on a final path towards this waypoint here, MN22 Delta. Just slowly descending our way down. We've got 20 miles or so until that point. Looking good so far. Lights are on, seatbelt signs armed, everything's going good. Let's do the landing calculation actually, because this is a funky runway. So the landing is LFMN. Get meta, please. Yeah, there we go. It's about 5 feet above sea level, runway heading 223-ish. It's dry, it's like 1%. Let me just quickly go and check the slope according to SimSmart, which is EasyJet SimPilot's new device. It actually tells you things like that, which is useful. It's like £4. LFMN, go. Okay, airport data. 22 right has a 0.01 and 22 left has 0.02. So we now have 0.01. Runway landing distance available. Oh, they can go over there. 22 right left has 2570. That's what we're going to use. 2570. Approach speed is given like 28 knots. Flaps full, overweight, no. We're going to use reverse thrust to calculate. We can do low, that's fine. Let's use low. Great. Not using low, I'm going to keep the descent going now to 3,000 feet. Let's go on to the standard localised pressure. Speed limit's been exceeded there, but we're coming into our descent point, so it's going to ask for a bit less now. Go, and I'm going to get the deceleration point now. So we've still got about 8 miles to get down to 3,000, so that's all good. But we've also got to, at the same time, reduce our speed down. You can see the aircraft now trying to do that. And this might scupper us, but I'm hoping not. The runway's there, we are visual, we're going to come in here over the bay, so it should be okay. It shouldn't be a problem. So let's just have a quick brake set. We're reducing speed now. We're still on profile according to the bug here, so it's obviously calculated something clever. But we do want to just get down at the moment. Landing checklist then, and approach checklist actually. So set, minimum, set, auto brake, set, engine mode selected. Landing ECAP now, let's check that. So recall, no blue. It comes 3,000 feet. I'm going to ask for flaps on, please, because we need to be fully configured before we make the visual turn in 10 miles. We're now at 3,000. And it's about 3 degrees descent path after that point. So after this point we're aiming for 3 degrees. I'm just going to switch over to FPA mode for that. Let me just check there's no AT control online. Needs traffic Alpine 43 Tango Golf final fix for the RNAV visual runway 22 left or right. Any traffic, please tell me. So I can make a good decision. Flaps 2. You can see the VNAV vectors there. Okay, we need to start descending, so I'm going to put the gear down now as well. And it's going to be about 3 degrees glide path after this point here. So we've got 4 miles, so we've got 3. Let's engage that descent profile now. Flaps 2, 3 now, and then flaps 4. Okay, great. So we're now hopefully now going to hit that on the money. I doubt it though, looking at the descent profile being all the way down here. Took a while for that descent to actually kind of stabilise really. 600 now, we're just going to see that getting smaller. This should be roughly in line with the RNAV, given that there's a constraint here.
2,500.
Just going to ask for a bit more. In fact, I could just do the VNAV descent. Is that cheeky? There's 500 feet above. We want it a bit quicker. We're fully configured, so that's fine. Here we go. Lovely view there. 500 above the profile. Profile's just appearing now on the screen. So hopefully as that comes up, which it should do so slowly, we'll get a good descent path there. Yeah, it's coming up, so we're ready for the final turn shortly. Let's go for 22 right, cabin check. Fully set up for the landing now. Landing checklist complete. And I'll just turn off the radar and predict a wind chip. Okay, there we go, not too low please. Just going to adjust this now. We're too low there actually, 200 feet below.
1,000.
Okay, so now we're going to make a nice big long left turn over there. The left turns are nasty as a captain because this pillar's right in the way. So I'm going to go a little bit over there. I'm just going to use that to get my guidance sorted out. Actually, going to follow the coastline really. What a lovely view. Needs traffic Alpine 43 Tango Golf A320 Neo on final runway 22 right. Looking, there's our lead-ins there, so I'm just going to keep it going in this direction. We're going to do a big bank turn. The longer we can keep it going this way, the better. And the reason for that is, it means we've got a longer final. So we could make a very light bank turn and then sort of slowly come in, but it would be like what we do at Hong Kong Kaizak. I stay a little bit to the right for a little bit longer so that when I actually do turn final, I've got a bit of space to sort myself out. So I'm going to wait until the PAPI lights turn up and then I'm going to start the turn. Start the turn now actually, I can see the PAPIs. Just going to try basically and keep the... There we go, there comes PAPI for 22 right. 22 right is now going to disappear, so I'm going to pop over to the right hand side a bit. There's 22 right PAPI descending now 700 feet per minute. Steepen it up a little bit. kind of overshot it, but we've got time to correct. Ish. This could be tight. Get down, get down.
500.
Good. Not dragged it off.
400.
Just messing.
300.
Stable, get stable. That's alright, there we go. Now we're going to find the centre line.
200.
It's a steeper approach, this one, by the looks of it. The Pappy's probably set up for a bit more than 3 degrees.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Touchdown. Versus green. Diesel. 80 knots there. Versus off. Should switch to manual braking now. We can get off the runway at a nice place. There we go. Speed brakes up. Down even. Now we'll taxi into the stand. Which stand shall we take? You know what, it seems so empty, we could just take any line. Let's take this one. 48 Charlie. Let's speed taxi in there. Landing lights off, runway turn off, lights off, beacon off. Disengage the 2 engines now. Seatbelt signs off, and let's get the jetway connected. Okay. Landing rate, of course, very important to check that. What do you think, Volanta? 71 feet per minute. Very nice. Very nice. And if we actually have a look at the approach path there on Volanta, so let me just pop that up quickly. Boom. Then you can see what we did was we came in, descending down, and then we kind of came across here. That's where I started my descent. You can see I was kind of level over for this whole turn here, and then we descended onto final, and then we had to pull back up again, and then we touched down just after this taxiway here. Now this is the odd thing, is I think the angle for 22 right is a lot steeper because the runway threshold is nearly at the same point, but the Pappy lights are obviously set differently. So yeah, 71 feet per minute. Very nice landing rate, I'd say. Complete the flight. Let's review it. So there we go. We flew from Catania Fontana Rossa Airport in Sicily. We went to Nice Côte d'Azur in France. 2 hours 40 minutes block time, 561 nautical miles of flying. The real flight time was 2:39. Today, 183 on board. Landing G-force 1G. Perfect. Barely would have felt it. Grand. I'll finish that now. 14 minutes. Good stuff.